Stormwater. Whether you work in the construction industry, or for a municipality, or an industrial facility, you're probably hearing more and more about the importance of protecting water quality. Stormwater education is important. Contractors need not only to know what a BMP is, but also how to install and maintain one. But stormwater education is becoming big business. National organizations charge hundreds of dollars to come to their big shows, and participants walking away wondering, what I get for my money? That shouldn't be the case. It's time that stormwater education to be down to earth, practical, and affordable. It's time for the grassroots movement to bring an alternative to big business education. And that is what Stormwater Awareness Week is all about. Coming to Northern California this September 24th through the 28th will be the big event that you've all been waiting for. All over Northern and Central California, there will be 1-hour workshops on a variety of topics relevant to the guy in the field. Most of these workshops will actually be given in the field, where you can kick the BMPs, talk to the guy who installed them. You will not only hear how it is done, but you'll see it for yourself. These workshops will qualify for continuing education and professional development credits. We are in the process of finalizing the list of the 1-hour workshops. Registration for this event will open August 1st on our website, which is stormwaterawareness.org. But best of all, this event is absolutely free. So whether you go to one workshop or all of them, the only cost is your time and gas to travel to the events closest to you. If you're someone who would be interested in hosting one of our 1-hour workshops, it's not too late to join us. Please go to our website to find out more on how you can participate. Again, this is a free event, even for those interested in presenting workshops. Stormwater BMP education should not be big business, so please plan on joining us for this year's Stormwater Awareness Week.
All across the U.S., municipalities of all different sizes are finding themselves increasingly hard-pressed for cash. Expensive stormwater education, while mandated by law, is becoming more and more difficult to obtain under these financial circumstances.
It shouldn't have to be this way. Stormwater education should be practical and affordable. This September 23rd through the 27th, we are hosting the second annual Stormwater Awareness Week, a week of practical, hands-on education and workshops all over California. Each of these workshops are free, and you may sign up for as many or as few as you would like. What's more, all of these training classes meet the requirements for continued education and professional development units. The presenters and the locations of these workshops are in the process of being finalized. To find out more information or to register, visit our website at stormwaterawareness.org. Make sure to tell your friends and coworkers, because stormwater education should not be big business.
Ladies and gentlemen, come over here and gather around right here. I got something to tell you about the best education that's coming your way. This stormwater education is one of a kind, state of the art. It's the best across the nation. It only costs $500. $500 today only, today only. This is
Well, that
for
doesn't
you.
sound like rock bottom pricing to me,
For
does
you
it?
alone.
No, my company can never send me that price.
Hey, I can't afford that.
$500. My company would never send me that price.
You could get your ticket today. I'll accept silver, gold, whatever you got. Just come over here and talk to me right now.
Not even bankers can afford that. You're gonna have to cut me a deal.
You know, folks, it's required by law. And who are you gonna go with anyway if you don't go with us?
You know, there's other options.
Stormwater education doesn't have to be big business. If you're tired of spending your hard-earned cash on stormwater conferences, why don't you come on up and join us for Stormwater Awareness Week, where we're going to have a week of free stormwater workshops all over the state of California. During that week, we're going to have some hands-on training. So if you're tired of sitting in that conference room, you ought to get on up and come on out here and join us for some practical application. Don't forget, Stormwater Awareness Week, September 22nd through the 26th, 2014.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good to me. That sounds all right, huh? Yeah, hey, count me in. Pretty good. Yeah, count me in. Yeah, me too.
I can go with that price.
You know, there's nothing like fishing on the quiet river. I remember when I was a kid, my grandpa taught me how to fish. We'd get up early in the morning and go out, shovel, find some worms. He'd take me down by the creek and we'd figure out how to tie the bait on, and that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of quiet. We'd put a floater on, just sit back and talk and listen to the stories that he had to tell. And it reminds me, I was in town today and there was a fishing show, and I went in, and it seems that they were having a bunch of workshops there and people were spending a lot of money to get a lot of information. And yet, when it was all said and done, they walked out quite confused.
Are you gonna help me catch a fish?
That may be beyond my abilities at the moment.
You see what I mean? You can learn a lot about tying knots and stream currents and different things and never learn how to catch a fish. It's the same way in stormwater education. You know, you can go to those conventions and you can spend a lot of money and you can get a lot of information, a lot of brochures and things, and never have any practical application. And that's why we want to have Stormwater Awareness Week, September the 21st to the 25th, where we give you practical, hands-on application in the field so that you know what we're talking about when we talk about BMPs. And guess what? It's at no cost. So, it's time to stop spending money and start catching fish. I get the chills every time I come out here. It feels like some sort of pilgrimage. As an environmental consultant, coming to the sea is like coming to the end, the place where it all ends up. I spend the majority of my days talking and thinking about the impact our stormwater has on this place, but it's something else to actually be standing here and breathing in air that's seasoned with salt. At once I'm struck with my insignificance. Standing in the midst of this watery plain makes me wonder, can one person really have an effect on this vastness? It seems impossible. Not just impossible, hopeless. One person alone can't do this, but together, maybe. They say there's strength in numbers, but Somebody's got to go first. I guess one person can make a difference. I can make a difference.